Welcome to another evening with the Gamers DMZ. We are here to bring you our weekly news as always, unless somebody else we going on vacation or something. We gotta take our breaks. But we are here with Jazzymoto,
Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday evening, Friday Eve, I call it.
OG Double M.
Good evening.
He had to get his food out his mouth, excuse him,
Yeah,
y'all. And myself, Sir Rich. I hope y'all having a lovely evening. I'm gonna pass it off to the one here.
and good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining. Hopefully, everyone's having a great week. Here where we are, it's been raining most of the morning and last night, so some of us may not have gotten some sleep. But that being said, we can look forward to the weekend. So let's get this started and see what everyone has been playing this week. Oh, gee, what have you been playing?
Oh, what have I been playing? Hmm. Wolfenstein. It
You sh
sucked me back in.
you should have beat that already, right?
Yeah, I know. Well, I got it on Insane. So,
Oh, okay, yeah, that's gonna take a little time.
yeah. I've been playing that. I went back to playing baseball a little bit.
You think?
Yeah, just a little baseball. Just a little baseball. Um, that's about it. I ain't had really time this week.
Oh, okay. Only two
Yeah.
games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Serge, what about you?
Oh, the dabbling in my cyberpunk. You know I was playing Destiny. That's
Yeah, I know you're playing Destiny. Did you create a new
uh
character?
and what?
Cyberpunk.
The same one I did when I came back playing like a
Okay.
month ago. Yeah, because I started a street kid instead of being a nomad. It made it a little bit easier to get into.
Okay.
Because a nomad is like it take you almost 30, 45 minutes to get even in the town. Street kid, you in the town, you get right to the action. Uh Went back to PUBG, playing some rounds in that. Turned on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. I don't know about that. That I don't think that's gonna be back on in a while because it was pixelated, slow loading.
Really?
Yeah, it's still act up,
How come?
disconnects. Like
Really?
they haven't updated that at all since the last time I played it. That's what it feels like. Yeah, all of that.
Mm.
Mm,
Anything else?
Dabbling with Fall Guys. We was playing Fall Guys a little bit, a bunch of us. And that was it.
Okay. Jazz, I know you was playing for PUBG too.
Yeah, I was playing PUBG with Sir Rich and one of our other buddies, Mr. Ray Della Vega. Shout out to him. He said he might be listening. Um, Also, we played Tiny Tina with them as well. Also, my homegirl joined us, Queen Nicole. Just like Sir Rich said, they haven't done much work on that game. It's like that is not their priority. They just focusing on Borderlands. It was terrible. Multiple
It
drops, stuff not
isn't
loading.
it? Isn't Borderlands? Who owns them now? It ain't Embracer Group, is it?
I think it might be, but they're the
Oh,
same folks. Like, same. You'll see a lot of characters interchange in the storyline and everything. So I don't know what's going on. We tried. That just was not happening. Played a little bit of Destiny with Sir Rich, doing the some of the seasonal stuff. Might get back to that because I want my
Yeah, it's
hoverboard.
Guardian games right now. They really
Yeah,
spring
but they're
it
supposed to release new content next month, right?
I
July.
think so.
July.
No,
Yeah.
no. I read something. They're releasing free content next month.
Yeah, but the real next expansion
Right.
is July. They always
Right.
like the Guardian games is free content right now. They have seasonal events, but they not the next DLC don't drop. It was supposed to be out already. That's why I sound like that.
Oh, okay.
It was supposed to
Anything
been
else?
out.
I got back into my Resident Evil 4. Uh, made a lot of strides because I originally got frustrated. Said, "Man, forget this game." I want to say that was like back in March.
I need to get back
um,
into
yeah, it's fun. I got to a few of the parts that I really dreaded playing the first version. Um, I feel like it was easier in some spots. Like it was easier to cheese. Like this one part where you be overwhelmed. I just ran through the crack in the wall and then all of a sudden they died. I was like, okay. I went back through and there was like two more enemies to kill. So I was like, all right, I can do this. But I think that's it. I'm trying to think, did I play Cyberpunk? I think I started it up and then stopped. And also a little bit of Elden Ring. Just getting some runes. And that would be it for this week.
Hmm. You got a busy week. Let's see. Of course, I mean, what did I play? Of course, I played Call of Duty, and then they got free play weekend, so I downloaded The Crew, and I played that for a hot second today. It is okay. That's all I say about that. I played Vampire Survivor, Teenage Mutant Turtles. I started Cyberpunk and turned it right off, so I didn't play it.
You looked at it like me.
No, I actually started the game,
Oh, you did?
and then I debated, do I want to play my original character or do I want to start over? And I'm like, well, I don't want to start over today, so I turned it off. I'm like, no, I don't want to play. I played in the cloud. I played just wanted to dabble in because I wouldn't download because the file is too big. 2K4 NBA 2K4. So I played that, and that's about all I played this week. It's just, I get in Call of Duty and start playing that and get frustrated with all this defiance of physics, the laws of physics. But that's just my own.
Arcade shooting.
Yeah, it's my own little part of the game that
Oh,
pees me
wait.
off.
Can I go back?
Yeah.
I just remembered. My apologies. I did have a retro stream earlier. And I played Bebe's Kids on NES. I played Home Alone on Super Nintendo. I played Gunsmoke, Tiger
Oh, you
Heli.
play a lot.
What else?
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was going through the catalog. I played Sonic Spinball. Like 16 different retro games. Bart Simpson versus the World, I think that one is. X-Men 2. Punch Out 2. Clay Fighters 2. And Ghosts and Goblins. And that's all I can think of right now. But yeah,
That's a
I
lot.
forgot
They
about
were busy.
that. Yeah. All one stream, but it was fun.
Mm.
What up, Peppy?
You were really busy.
It sure was.
Wow. So, let's get into some of these topics. I want to get into a light topic first, and it's going to be Game Pass and the games they put out this week. What do y'all think about them? So, are you downloading them, keeping busy? Warhammer 40,000 Boat Gun that came out March 5th. I'm not worried about. I know ain't none of y'all gonna play Paw Patrol.
Look, if it got easy achievements, I'll check it out.
Yeah, SpongeBob SquarePants. I downloaded that actually because they made the Xbox SpongeBob. I'm like, well, what do people like about SpongeBob? And I downloaded and I can say, okay, I don't know what people like about SpongeBob, but
He goofy.
I'm gonna say it again. I said meaning me, was wondering why people downloaded the game and why people like the game. And then I said I played it. And then I ended by saying, I still don't know why people like the game. So with everything, I still don't understand why people. I tried to play that game, like, okay. And then they got Control, the Ultimate Edition, which I have. Beat that. No More Heroes. I got to try that out. Lightyear Frontier. And OG's game. comes out the 19th. MLB The Show. When you guys look at that list, what do you think about that list? OG, when you look at it, is it one worth your monthly fee of Game Pass of $15.99, or is it 16?
You know me. It's just a show. It's just a show for me.
So you're not interested in any of the games?
Nope.
Wow.
Control. Did you play Control? 'Cause I think
I
you like
beat
that one.
Control. Yeah, Control is fun. That is actually fun.
I like Control.
Actually, the problem I have with their games is they need gun mechanics.
True.
Yeah, so that's the only problem I have with them. But the same question I posed to you, Jazz. What did you think about the overall list, and what sticks out to you? And
Control, because I did.
is it worth
Huh?
15? Is this month worth your subscription fee?
I would say yeah. Especially like if I put myself in the mindset of someone who's new to these games, hasn't played. I mean, you got Diablo, which was a very popular game. Control was dope. I said I wanted to play through that again, so that's my little tap on the shoulder to do so.
Guess what? Did you play through the regular one?
Yeah, that was regular.
Okay, guess what? If
New
you play through
achievements.
the edition, you get all new achievements.
Hey, nice.
You get all new achievements.
I like to hear that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, that's the Ultimate Edition. Yeah, I'll
Mhm.
definitely play through that again.
yeah.
Because that's my jammy jam.
SpongeBob. It looks fun. Power World, like I said, if it's easy achievements and it's not too dumbed down, okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
That is all for me.
All right. So is it worth your money this month?
Yep, absolutely.
Okay. Same question to you, Serge. What did you find about it this month's games? And is it worth your money?
I was curious about Lightyear, and I wasn't gonna pay to play it. So, and No More Heroes is one I've been wanting to try out and play. I always avoided it when I had my GameCube and all that stuff. I never really bought
Mhm.
it. So that one is definitely I'll try out. I appreciate they put Diablo in here. Maybe it'll get a kick in players.
The influx.
Yeah, it needs an interjection of life.
I think it's gonna be a lot of people playing it. The ones who haven't bought it, I think they're going to get an influx of players. And I'm going to download it once it gets to the PC, and then I'll be even happier, so I can put it on my Legion Go. Because unlike OG, I'm not double dipping. I pay you once, that's all you're getting from me. I'm not paying you twice.
Right, that's why when you buy some Xbox games, you can download them on your PC. They know that. Like
Yep.
you don't have to always double dip.
That's what I love about it. That's why when it comes to Game Pass PC on next week, I like it. So is it worth your $15 or $15.99 this month?
Yeah, for sure. Because all those, if I'll play those and get the points for those, it'll be well worth the 15. I'll get at least $10 of that back. So easy peasy.
Well,
So it's
let me
really
see.
like $5.
Yep. And I get my points every day.
Especially the SpongeBob or something simple like that. Paw Patrol, play Paw Patrol. Get just a $10 real
Oh,
quick.
I downloaded. I downloaded on my other computer. Ooh, next Tuesday, that's when this game come out. Okay, on console and PC, so that's great.
And then you
Okay,
said Control. Oof, definitely getting all them points because I got
Yeah.
almost all the points the first time. So.
Yeah, he put me on Control.
I can't believe y'all didn't. Yeah, I played it on both. I mean, I got it on. I mean, I did both. I bought it the first time, and then when it was on sale, I bought it, and it was like, oh, it's two separate games. I'm like,
Yeah, I ain't
okay,
double
well,
dipping on Ultimate because it's the same game. It's just I got all the
right.
DLC and everything, so I saw no point in buying it.
No, that's what happened. That's exactly what happened to me. Is I was automatically upgraded. I think I had the regular one, and then it was an upgraded. Somehow you can get the Ultimate Edition, but I didn't pay full price. You know, I told you I don't do. I don't pay twice for anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So somehow I got it. I'm like, okay, I'm good. But Anything else you want to say about this list?
You good? I was just
Okay.
you reminded me.
When I looked at it, I'm like, wow. You got sports, you got kiddie games, you got uh, action adventure. So to me, the first thing I thought about it's a diverse lineup this month. To me, if you can't say you don't have a game for everybody in there, you're not gaming.
I see more families buying it now for their kids. It's like, oh,
Exactly.
something I can play in there too. Okay, little
Because
Timmy,
you got
give me the controller.
you got SpongeBob,
Give me that.
you got
It's definitely a
Warhammer,
diverse
right? And
lineup.
that Warhammer 40. If you guys play Warhammer 40,000 boat gun, that first chapter takes forever. And I'm playing that on the PC, on my home PC, on my desktop PC. I think I did download it, but for my but I'm not sure. So in essence, that's all I'm saying. I thought it was a very diverse. Thus far, they're giving you your money's worth, and I hate for people to say, "Oh, and they got NBA 2K24 in there,
Yeah, 24 is in there.
and they're gonna have." So, like I said, it's very diverse this month. So I don't think people can complain about $15 and some change,
Some for everybody.
which is a good thing. Now, this is a sidebar, but I just thought about it, so I'm gonna bring it up because it goes back to my little um, dig that I always try to make at Microsoft for their being cheap. I don't know if any of you guys notice. It's 2 points I want to make. If you do social media, you've been seeing all these controllers that they've been putting up and all this. Have you guys seen that on social media? All the different color controllers they've been making.
You been talking about they Lego controllers?
The Lego, the different colors that Microsoft is releasing controllers. But my point is, they're making videos about it and putting it on social media. You guys seen those controllers that they're doing? I know OG has.
Oh, is that the one I shared? Because I texted y'all something.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I saw it, but I wasn't interested.
Well, that ain't. But my point is not even being interested. The
But I saw it.
question
That's the point.
yeah,
I said
yeah.
it. I said I saw it, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Now,
Let me
okay,
pull that
I'm
up while
going.
y'all talking.
I'm going somewhere with this. So if you do the MSN daily quizzes and this, that, and the other, I was doing it. I was reading news on MSN just to get my points. Guess what popped up?
The controllers,
No,
Game Pass.
Copilot.
Mm.
So
Copilot take over.
yeah, but my point I'm making is you advertising everything else, but you can't advertise Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
That's my biggest pet peeve in gaming with them. They sure as heck don't know how to advertise Xbox everywhere. But Copilot, because Copilot they see is their bread and butter with AI, and I understand that. But you just spent $70 billion for a $67.9 billion for Activision Blizzard. You better act like that's part of your repertoire of things that you're gonna use to make money. But I just want to bring it up real quick that I saw that. I'm like, they advertising all this, but they sure as hell are not advertising. Well, I did see a Call of Duty mobile advertisement video. And I wish they would advertise more. What do you, and what do you guys think about Monster Hunter hitting 97 million?
I'm not surprised
Monster
because
Hunter,
that's a series.
It's still
They
a
talking
no,
about
that's
good
series.
game.
No, series hit 97, but the Monster Hunter World hit 25 million.
That's awesome.
That's a good ass game.
Awesome.
That's why.
Yeah, it is a
More
fun
and
game.
more buying it.
I liked it.
Definitely.
I like Monster Hunter World because to me it was easier to get into than the other one. And the menus were better to me, better
Yeah,
designed. Where that's the thing that
it's
got me
way
more
definitely
easier.
way
It's
more
more of an
intuitive.
action
It's
adventure.
yeah, it's more action. It's easier designed. It was much better designed. The user interface to me was better designed than the original Monster Hunter that
It's
was
like
on
they were
there.
working out the kinks and they finally
Yeah,
figured it out. That's why I stopped playing the other one. Honestly, I'm like, you know what, this is too much.
if a game is too much work for me to just because
I'm trying
we
not to
all
get
work.
eaten by a monster, a dinosaur, and I'm trying to figure out how to control stuff. Oh, where's my
Right.
meat and honey? Like, come on now.
What did you think
And I'm
about
gonna
that?
tell you what's very
Go
awesome
ahead.
about Monster Hunter World. My muscle memory just comes right back.
There you
Yeah.
It
go.
don't take long. Yeah, it don't take long. I could jump right
Wait a
back in
minute.
it.
Your muscle memory. You don't even go to the gym, so don't even use that word.
Hmm.
The game
So
Only
it's
jump.
his
kind of
thumbs are
Hey.
strong. Only his thumbs strong.
what you
And the
talking about? Some
trigger fingers.
really.
But what does that speak to you? But when you saw that, and I'm gonna ask this same question I'm gonna pose to all of you guys. What when you saw 25 million for Monster Hunter World and overall units 97 million? What how did that speak to you all when you saw that those numbers? What did it say to you? OG.
It just said to me that Capcom made it more reachable
Okay.
because I remember Sir Rich and how hard it was to play the other games. It was kind of difficult, and
They limit your items and
they made
everything.
this one better, you know. So
Okay.
evidently, a lot of people agree
Yeah, they
that
made
this is
some
much
items that
mega better.
on the older versions that you had to put in a slot, they actually default. So like your trap, well, there's a bunch of stuff in there, like your health items and all that stuff. Like everything
True.
takes up a slot. There is nothing that item that is permanent in the old versions.
Another thing I noticed is like base, compared to the others, the matchmaking I found was a lot easier, a lot quicker.
Yes. Yes. Quicker.
So that
Hmm.
really got me because on the other ones, like if I couldn't find anyone to play, all right, matchmaking. Oh, it's taking too long. Oh, I can't find nobody. Oh, they
Right.
drop. This one, I was more so less
No.
to give up.
Well, this one you are like you said you are the others. It took you a long time to engage.
Hmm.
Where this one you could find people to play with, people in the game. People were popping ready, and they were already in
Yep.
the adventure.
Somebody left, they'd be replaced quickly. Like, oh shit,
Yeah.
someone else came in. Cool. Like instead of giving up, like, man, I'm never gonna find a group to take this thing down. But yeah, that's one thing I like about it.
What about you, Serge?
No, I liked it for the easiness because we got more people to play it. And like for instance, you say you play it, rather I don't think you will play the old versions.
Now I've tried. The funny thing, I went to the old version on my Xbox, and I was like, God, that's enough. Actually, I went
Hmm.
there last weekend. I tried to play it. No, I ain't playing this game anymore. And I deleted it because of the fact that it was so much work to play and to find people to play with.
Hmm.
But what I thought about this, and as this we're going to lead into other topics, wow, Capcom is doing a great job doing multiplayer. When you make the game accessible to everyone, meaning if it's available on the Switch, PlayStation, and Xbox. And I think it was available on PC too. Y'all correct me because I'm not the PC person. I mean, I'm the PC person, but not for that game. Um, I think it says a lot because they had the opportunity to expand it to more players, which helped, like Jazz say, she didn't have a problem jumping in the game and finding people. And it helped with the sales, apparently. So when you are a third party developer, to me, I say what I say last. I say what I'm saying. What I said last week. It behooves you to try to put it everywhere. And guess what? That 97 million, and that 25 million says exactly that. Y'all agree or disagree?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
playing the new
Yep,
game
agree.
made a lot of people revisit the series in general. So it boosted the series sales big time.
Yeah, and if you sold 25 million, how much that game cost? $59.99 or $69?
I think it was 59.
Yeah.
So they made a
It
nice
came
little
out.
bit of money.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Yeah,
indeed.
I just checked my true achievements. I've got 1,386 hours in Monster Hunter World.
No, you don't.
Nice.
Yeah, he played a mess out that game.
Hmm.
Wow.
That's
Yep.
when I started remote playing at work on my lunch break. But I know I got some hours on that one too.
All right.
I really love
Well,
that game.
I had a great time in the game. I remember we were playing it, so we had great times. And I remember Serge, Jazz, and I playing. All of us were playing. We had good times with that game. So
Puyo
I
Yaku.
have. So it was good. I think they did a good job, and I think, like I said, Capcom did a great job trying to make the game available to wherever people want to play, and that helped their bottom line. Which in turn to me will make sure that other people need to pay attention, so to speak. And if you pay attention, you'll make money. Now, what did you guys think about Rise of the Ronin? I mean, not Rise of the Ronin. I'm sorry. We're going to go to the next. Dragon's Dogma character creation. Because a lot of people are praising it.
Dopeness. I can't wait to start that game.
It's hot. It's hot.
You say what?
I said it's hot. I like it.
Did you
I want to
pre-order it?
make
You want to make what?
Panthro.
Oh.
I think it's like the first one. They just upgraded it accordingly.
Graphically,
Because
it's
the
still
first
running
one
30.
was very good to be able to create your people. Like I was surprised, but now they enhanced it even more. So
Mm-hmm.
that's an accomplishment in itself.
I saw
Evolving your system.
I
someone
have a
made an
question.
afro and it actually looked like an afro and they
Yeah,
had
it did.
versions. I
Yeah.
was like, look at that. Go ahead, y'all.
Now, I have a question for you guys. It's going to go not really a lot of ways, but it's not just about Dragon's Dogma, but it's about some of the games within all the games. So, what do you guys think about the game running at 30 frames per second? Because I think they said the game's going to run at 30 frames per second, didn't they?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do
It's
you,
running
what do
at
you,
30 frames per second.
okay, so what do y'all think about that?
Yeah, it's a game that needs to run at 30 on consoles because it's a lot going on. And I'd rather have the performance over the graphics.
Mm-hmm. Load screens. Jeez.
It's not even
What
that. It's
about
like when
you?
there's a lot of fire and then you got things that's flying. Like that's a lot to keep up with. And 30 frames is a
Yeah.
better
It's
position
decent.
to play that from.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's decent because like even the gameplay I saw, it was just fine. And thinking back to the other one, I mean, obviously wasn't like 120 or whatever, but like the load screens. So I know that won't be as much of an issue.
You got them big trolls throwing rocks
Them
I'm thinking
and
about
everything.
griffins.
the griffins when you throw a spell to launch yourself in the air and you catch it in mid-flight and riding it and stabbing
Yeah,
it
all that.
in
Yeah.
all one movement and there's no glitching and stuff. And I'm talking about the first one. So I can't imagine what this one gonna be with the graphic enhancements we had. 30 frames is fine. Performance is key. Performance is king.
Well, I want to go another route with that because I asked you guys that question on purpose and wanted to get your thought. Well, I do agree with you guys are saying. I agree, but do you guys think that a lot of the reasons why the game is running at 30 frames per second is you look at the whole overall game and development community where Final Fantasy, they're saying, has pop in, is not running as well as it should, but the developer of Final Fantasy Rebirth, we're going to get to that subject too. But a developer of Final Fantasy Rebirth said, hey, and I'm paraphrasing, not quoting, but paraphrasing, we prefer to make this game on the PS5 because we can totally focus on it and make it a better game. But that is not apparently the case when you actually play the game because it has a lot of pop in. And going back to Dragon's Dogma, I'm saying that because do you guys really feel, based off what we were sold, being Xbox and to some Sony, especially Xbox too, where they said, oh, mesh shaders and this and that and this, and you'll be able to do this. They sold us a bag of goods that, hey, we were going to get games at 60 frames per second. However, I think the complexity of that issue about 60 frames is that one, the developers are forced, I'm not saying forced, that's the wrong word. They have a deadline to get that game out to maximize profits to the return on the company's investment. So they do not put all the attention to them games. They're trying to get the games because, like you say, the development cycle for games is so long now, 3, 4, 5 years. So in my mind, it's I do think 60 frames would be achievable if they had the allotment of time to actually tweak it and understand the hardware. But again, if you have a game like Starfield at 30 frames per second, everybody complained about it. Not you guys, but you remember everybody complained about Starfield at 30 frames per second. Now all these other games are coming out at 30 frames per second, and everybody, oh, I guess it's okay. That's a bunch of BS.
Hypocrisy.
But it's yes. But my point I'm making with that is Starfield will probably come out next year for the Xbox 2025, the latest, with a patch that'll get it at 60 frames per second. So what I'm saying is I think they are so hard pressed, they being developers, that they're looking at, hey, we got to get the game out because it's been so long of a development cycle. We need to get an ROI. And as long as we can turn out something that's fun and good, and I put the word fun and good, then we don't have to focus on 60 frames. We can get away with 30 frames. What do y'all think about that? Do y'all think that there's any truth to that? If you look at it from that angle,
I
or you
mean,
just think
it
that
could be, but if that was the case, wouldn't they come with that down the line to boost sales?
down the line boost sell? What do you mean by that?
Like, hey, it's at X amount. It's at 60 frames now. Now you really can play it. Play like
Well, I think
Xbox
that's
do
going
with
to
that
happen.
high def upgrade.
I think they are going to do that. I think that's what my whole point is, that I think all the developers are being rushed to get it out. And I think there will be a Starfield at 60 frames per second in 2025, early 2026. And the reason why I say that because they have time to, but it's all about budgets, and they got to get these games out. So even Monster Hunter, I don't know about Monster Hunter because I think it's doable. But my point is, like, going back to you guys said something that Jazz said she was playing Tiny. No, both of you guys are playing Tiny Tina, and both Surge and Jazz said, "Don't look like they did anything to it. The game runs horrible, drop, blah 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 blah." That's my whole point that I'm making, is that it seems as though you guys are expecting them to come back and make improvements. They already made their money, so they moved on.
Well, Tiny Tina was one of the worst ones. I was just saying if they boosted it because they were releasing the Borderlands pack, and they probably put all the what you talking about in the Borderlands pack, because now there is an Xbox S version of Tiny Tina that I don't have. So
Really?
they might have very well just put
Hmm.
all the work into that, getting that running.
What Tiny Tina you have?
Tiny Tina Wonderlands, the original one that came out, but they came out with a collector's pack like a month or two ago with all the Borderlands in them, and they've been pushing that
Oh,
one. So that may be very well what I'm talking into. Like they might have just updated it later and they packaged it with all the Borderlands, so now they want you to rebuy it.
True. I can see that.
of course they want you to rebuy it.
Yeah. So to say something to that point, I think it goes back to what I said. They releasing it, and then they may very well just release it later on with an updated pack. Who says they're not gonna do it as a something free, or if you have to pay for it? Who knows? But I believe that they would continue to work on it and push it, because that will boost sales. Because just like all the people who wouldn't buy it because it's not 60 frames, then you have the catch-all, and that will bring the people who were playing it originally back. So if you want to talk business strategy, that would be a more logical route in my mind.
I think that Dragon's Dogma. I don't know about Japanese because I never seen Japanese upgrade games like American companies do.
Well,
Jap-
Capcom snaps off with that. They've been snapping this year,
oh
and
yeah,
they infamous for that, because I'm still mad about Akuma in Street Fighter 6. They just now releasing them. How long that game been out?
I forgot.
And he a OG original character. Come on now, irritation. They ain't learned a complete lesson from when they did that with 5.
They like making us wait.
So 5, they pieced the characters up on a whole nother level. Like you
I
had to
mean,
buy
well, at least
packs.
Capcom games are not broke. You know what I'm
You said
saying?
you said what?
the
I
Capcom
said at least
games are
Capcom
not
games
broke.
are not broke.
Well, we'll see how Dragon Dogma come out.
I don't think Dragon Dogma is going to be broke, but we'll
It's a
see.
Capcom game. So I'm just saying on that generalized statement. I'm speaking to the generalized statement. That is all. Because that was a very general
Yeah.
statement. And Monster Hunter, did Monster come out broke?
Nope.
Resident
So
Evil didn't come out broke either.
yo, that's a very misleading general statement there.
I'm looking at the games that
They haven't put
coming
out a
out.
broke game yet so far.
And this is Capcom. Capcom is different than most of these companies, in my opinion. They've been staying true, except for like Street Fighter. That's my main gripe. That's why I was so disappointed in how they treated that game.
Yeah, they bogus
Because
with the Street Fighter.
they don't usually shortchange the customers. In my mind, they definitely shortchange the customers in that one, in that respect.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
But as far as the 30 frames and 60 frames stuff, they just pick and choose what game they want to pick on or something like that.
as
Ain't
far
nobody
as
saying about Dragon's Dogma.
no, but what I guarantee you this: when Dragon's Dogma come out, especially since that game to me would perform better at 60 frames, but you're not going to hear the fanfare of all these people dogging that game out and saying, "Oh, it's a waste here, it's a waste there." You're not going to hear anyone say that.
They ain't gonna
It's
see
like,
the
No.
Starfields. What that same level of energy they came in Starfield for, that 30 frame announcement should be the same level they come in that Dragon
right.
Dogma.
That's my whole point. If you're going to talk about something, make it even.
Keep that energy. Which they are not.
Not like, because like you were saying earlier, 30 frames, is they okay? Nah, I hope it's 30 frames. That means I'll be able to pull off all types of combos and moves. Yeah. Like, no. Like, I say that because I've always said that, but the general population, get a PC. That's what I say. If you want 60 frames, get it on PC. because there will be mods to get it there before the actual people do it, before the company does it.
Interesting.
Facts. Facts.
Interesting. We'll see how that game, but I'm getting it, so I'm not worried about it. I'm getting it big time. Let's move on to, we got 2 more topics to go. What do y'all think about, and this goes back to not Rise of the Ronin, but Embracer Group. It sells the developer of Warhammer, which is Saber Interactive. Do you think that was a missed opportunity for Microsoft if they could have bought them?
Yes.
You talking about Embracer Group?
Yeah. But I was telling people many moons ago, everybody thought Embracer Group was all that. And I'm like, go back to one of our podcasts and the very first ones. I said it and I said it, and I'm glad I said everybody think Embracer Group got this money. They don't have the money, and they're gonna be in trouble because they're spending money they don't have. Oh no, they're gonna be the next. No, they weren't. But neither.
They're
But
Swedish, right?
yeah,
They're Swedish.
yeah. But what do you think about that? Do you think Microsoft should have tried to buy them? Jazz? Oh, Serge, go ahead.
I was gonna say, with all the other moves they've been making, debatable, because Embracer Group. What's all on the Embracer Group line?
Not the Embracer Group overall. They wouldn't allow that. But I'm speaking specifically Saber Interactive, because I think 4A Games is going to come with them as well.
So you saying Saber Interactive? Do you think they?
Did you think they should have tried to go out?
Post the question you posted.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me see the list of Saber Interactive games. What does it fit? They mojo.
I would say any game as big as they are now, it has to fit them because they have to.
And they're trying to get real rounded. You got a point with that. They are trying to get kind of a little bit of everything. Jurassic Park Survival.
I mean, they sound like Xbox developers, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Saber is an all around group. But when you look at their games, Evil Dead, World War Z, Insurgency Sandstorm, Ghostbusters, the video game remaster, they really don't. They haven't had a heavy hitter. These are all niche games.
It's hard to have a heavy hitter.
Yeah, true. Is it enough here for them to want to build with them? John Carpenter's Toxic Commando? I could see them for like a sandbox game, because they got a lot of sandbox-like games. And they all vary. Like, their games aren't all the same. Their games all over the place. It would have been interesting if they would have bought them. They would have had to have a plan for them, and if they couldn't see a plan for them, I could see why they wouldn't.
Good one. But I don't think. No, I was just saying that because. What are your thoughts, Jazz?
Like you said, they didn't have money, so I don't know.
Microsoft wasn't going to be able to buy them. Not financially, that's not the issue. Regulatory reasons, they were like, no, y'all buying too much. I think it has to be under $250 million with a FTC and the Justice Department. Yeah, before they start. But I'm more segueing. I'm not segueing, just jumping off to the sidebar. I truly, in my thought process at this point now, waiting for the FTC to drop their case. Because with the latest moves Microsoft has made, and it's just off topic, but with the latest move they made with sharing all their games and seeing Sea of Thieves, which is very funny to me. We're going to talk about that right now because we didn't talk about that last week. But seeing Sea of Thieves become one of the most requested games pre-orders on PlayStation. Y'all saw that, right?
Boy, my headphones fell
Yeah.
off.
Yeah.
Jazz, you saw that? You didn't? Sea of Thieves is one of the most requested games on PlayStation pre-orders.
I saw
Really?
that. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
They had it was on
Really?
Twitter rather.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I mean, it was number one. And
yeah.
Wow.
guess what it was beating out?
That other
Rise of the
selling game.
Ronin.
Oh,
It
Wow.
was number one. It was number one. Rise of the Ronin, Double Game, MLB The Show.
and tell me PlayStation players ain't gamers in heart. They just can't get over their own out of their own way. It's an ego thing.
I
Like and
It's
don't believe
subscribe,
always
y'all.
been.
I don't believe it's the
It's also
PlayStation games. I believe it's the Twitterers. I don't believe the Twitterers are PlayStation
The
players.
Twitter
And honest,
warriors.
Well, it's
yeah,
like any loud voice. The loudest voice is usually the minority. That's why they so
yeah.
loud because they feel like they not heard. So
yeah. The loudest. Yeah.
But I found it quite interesting and funny that and like I said in the end, I think what Microsoft is doing is very strategic because if they keep this case going, they being the FTC, I don't see a ground that they can stand on. They're going to judge us saying, show me evidence that they're going to do what you say they're doing. Because right now, they're not. They actually putting games everywhere. So your
mm-hmm.
case has to make sense.
Yeah, because they said they never put an Xbox game. Sea of Thieves coming to PlayStation 5. Come and
Hmm.
get it.
Pentiment, pentiment. Although nobody liked it. I
We
mean,
don't
it
want to
was, I
play.
could,
Oh, we'll
Some
play.
people liked it as a
no,
build.
I'm talking about pentiment.
Pentiment?
Pentiment.
I remember that 2D.
Hi-Fi Rush,
Yeah, I remember
yeah.
that game.
Hi-Fi Rush.
No.
And
I forgot
then,
about Pentiment.
Mm.
Isn't
wait a
that
minute.
like a side scrolling, like black and white Nori type game?
Yeah,
It's color, but it's like it looks like
yeah.
coloring book
I
style. Like
played. I played
Who
one.
played it?
I
him.
played.
That's it. No, let me
I
stop.
played it. I was like, I couldn't. I
He said
could. I'm.
pass.
I could. You know, when I play a game, I have to play. Now, you double understands this. He understand. He knows me. I play a game. I have to get an achievement out that game. I can If I can't get an achievement out the game, I'm gonna be pissed. So I played until I got an achievement. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I can't do it. But the game, I just couldn't do that game. I'm telling you, I don't even know why they. I think what two people developed that game, and it looks like it.
It certainly does. No offense, it does.
It's
That
just like,
game gave you
This is our
ADHD.
project.
yeah, I couldn't do it. That's all I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell you 100. I could not play that game like it. I'm not gonna front and lie and say that was a great game because it's sure the devil wasn't.
We got
But
some real quick. We got some topic suggestions in the chat. That's all.
okay, what they're saying.
He said possible topic game of the year so far in 2024. Also possible topic Red Dead Redemption 3 being developed by Rockstar.
Okay, let's do the easy one first. Red Dead Redemption 3 ain't coming out to
Nope.
2042.
No, they got their eyes on GTA
2042.
and GTA only. GTA Online 2. That's all they care about. Give me my millions in
But that is
shark bucks. That's all I
is a
care about.
that's a good question. That's a very good question because
I
I
know
can
they better
say
fix that online.
I
Red
mean,
Dead.
I may be in retirement.
I know, so
I may be in retirement.
I'll say it like
Yeah.
this. Rockstar is the type of company is like they can't walk and chew gum at the same time. And not that's a good or bad thing. It's just that they're so highly focused on one thing. And meaning that it took them forever. And as long as something making money, they're not going to stop
Oh
that
whoa.
game from making money. And I'm surprised that they're putting out Grand Theft Auto 6 because Grand Theft Auto 5 is still making money.
Still making money.
It's not making the
Well,
money they want,
they double dipping.
but and
Yeah.
as far as game of the year, what do you guys think game of the year thus far is?
Mm,
Jazz.
I don't know.
Does
We
it
just
have to
started.
have come out
No,
this
he
year, or are
said
you just
no.
enjoying it this
Listen,
year?
no. I agree. He said, yeah, to me, you can't say game of the year without it coming out this year. So it had to be a game came
Oh
out this
boy.
year. That's a good question.
Can I get
So
back to you on
far?
that?
Mm-mm.
I
We
can tell
ain't
you
seen
what
no
the
heavy hitter yet.
I can tell you what the game of the year gonna be that we haven't played.
Hmm.
I think
Dragon's
Dragon's
Dragon,
Dogma.
Dogma.
that's
Oh
I knew
yeah,
he was
well
gonna
No,
say
no,
it as
yeah.
soon
no,
as
no,
he
no,
said
no,
we
no,
I
had.
no,
haven't
no.
touched it, but
I,
yeah, I'm confident in
no,
that.
no, no. Let's go back. Let's go back. I'm sorry. They highly ranked Final Fantasy VII Rebirth at like a 93.
Mm.
And on
well,
PlayStation, hold on, don't get it twisted. Game of the Year released on PlayStation. Sea of Thieves, because they ranked that higher than they ranked on Xbox. Make that
shit.
make sense.
Mm.
But we don't want y'all stuff.
No, but I'll say thus far, definitely Final Fantasy Rebirth.
Cause it's the only game that it came out.
Well, it's high. It's ranked like a 93, 92 or 93. And I would say that would be the game.
Shoot, what
Oh
about
no,
Hellblade
take it
2,
back.
maybe? Well, I haven't heard a lot
No,
of people talking
yeah, he
about it.
said thus far. He said thus far. So let me cheat and say, well, if we're gonna go by player count and player numbers and all this, how about Pal World?
Yeah, yeah. That is up there, even though I'm mad at the game right now because it keep crashing. That's a popular game.
Didn't Spider-Man
Yeah.
crash? I'm being funny. You hear me, Jazz?
Yeah, he said about Spider-Man crash.
Yes. But what OG? What about you? Then I'm gonna ask Surge.
Uh, I can't pick nothing. That's to be determined with me.
TBD.
We ain't we ain't even 6 months in this year yet.
That's why he prefaces thus far. So you only can go by what you played, and that's why I said Final Fantasy or Pal World.
Heck, shoot, Helldivers may qualify for that.
But no, he means thus far. So Helldivers hasn't released. Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Helldivers. Yeah,
Helldivers. Yeah, that was a good one.
I still gotta try
That's
that
definitely a
game.
good one.
I thought he meant Hellblade. I'm like, wait a minute, that ain't out yet. But yeah,
Yeah,
Helldivers.
The other
Helldivers
hell.
for real. That's a
Oh, but
that's a
Surge,
point.
Surge, you know how to search this Steam. I heard that I heard on Steam the player count dropped 75%. Is that correct?
I don't know. I haven't been keeping up with it.
Oh, I thought you would be the first to keep up with this.
Nah.
Okay, well, I heard. I finally got to find that article. But to the point, game of the year thus far will probably be Final Fantasy Rebirth.
I don't know with themselves.
Right now, it's at 375,543 concurrent players.
Okay, that's a
And
surprise.
what's the all time though?
What's that?
What does it say
What's
all
that?
time? Because that might be 75%. Or it dropped again because of server issues.
That's a lot.
All right, so
375 concurrent.
all-time peak 20 days ago is 458,709 players.
All right, so it might have been another them shutting
Almost a
down the
quarter.
servers for 9 hours. They probably shut the servers down again for 9 hours
A
because that's what
quarter.
happened last time. It dropped 75.
Okay.
375 is a lot.
Well, it went down to like 75,000, 100,000 last time they dropped it. Like the servers went down for 9 hours. They were doing the
Oh, then that's expected.
repairs and stuff.
That makes sense.
And then everybody was like, "Look, Helldivers just dropped." What?
There's reasons. Shoot, players right now in this very minute, 332,646.
Okay, 332.
And that seems
I
like the
predict by the
average.
first of the month, it's going to be the first of April. It's going to be down to 250, which is still not bad.
When that Dragon's Dogma drop, it's gonna go crazy. It's gonna lose.
I would be one of them.
Yeah.
Gonna go Yeah.
Okay.
Because that's on everything. So
All right. So Do you think it's time for Square Enix to say forget exclusives since they're a third party developer based off of Final Fantasy, based off of, and I'm predicting this, so if anybody out there, make sure you think if I'm wrong,
I don't know why they
quote me
revert
because
to that.
I'm saying my quote right now because I've been 100% on this. I said Final Fantasy wasn't going to do that great. It didn't. I said
Mm-mm.
Spider-Man wasn't going to do that great as what people thought. Wasn't going to hit the targets that I thought for it to gain and be
They wouldn't
successful.
go get the
It
targets that they
didn't.
projected. They didn't even hit what they projected.
Mm-mm. And I don't think Rise of the Ronin going to do that well. If Rise of the Ronin does, and I'm going to be, Spider-Man did 6 million in 3 months. If Rise of the Ronin do 2 million in a month, I'll be amazed. OG.
I don't see Rise of the Ronin doing 2 million. Maybe 1 million because there's nothing to play right now.
And the last time I was like, I don't know why
Sea of
Square
Thieves.
Enix reverted. Didn't they publish Lara Croft?
Well, they sold that division.
Oh, why would you do that? That's
Yeah,
the
that was
division that was making the money because I was on everything.
that was
Why would you do that?
It was their Japanese department of divisions that they always. And I posted to somebody when they said Final Fantasy VII only had 24,000 units sold
Yeah.
in Japan. I said,
And
well, Square Enix needs to go to Sony and say, hey, where the rest of my money?
Uh,
Somewhere, somebody got to find 1 million to 2 million more players to give me my money. Otherwise, what you call it don't work. Exclusivity is not working for them as a
yeah,
third
because
party developer.
if Foam
It's like
Stars
I'm
came out on
saying.
more stuff, I will play it. I will play it if it was on
yeah.
PC.
Guess what?
I'm telling you,
Guess
Hmm.
what?
Square
It can't,
Enix.
not. I played Phone Stars when it came out. I'm like, are you kidding me? It couldn't
Gang
hold my
name.
interest.
No, okay.
I just don't think it hold anybody's
I
interest.
couldn't even watch my buddy streaming it. I'm sorry, I ain't gonna say who, but I was like, this is
And when you look at
okay.
they games, what new games do they really have? It's like the same 5, 6 games that they've been making all these years. Dragon Quest, they got Kingdom's Heart, the Mana series, Final Fantasy, Octopath.
What's
Like
that
what
other
else
one?
did they make?
Persona.
They need some
No,
new
no, right
blood.
now Persona is more popular than Final Fantasy.
But
Persona is popular.
but not Capcom. Sega owns Persona.
That's not Square Enix. I'm talking about
Yeah,
Square Enix. I'm looking
yeah.
at Square Enix. They
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Star
saying.
Ocean. I mean,
Oh, Star
they
Ocean.
need new blood. They need some new blood. Near
Oh, I
Automotive.
agree.
They
I
need
They
agree.
need new blood. They need new
yeah,
games.
yeah. They need new blood. They
Because
attracting these old dudes.
they not, apparently. Because then they would have more sales.
Yeah,
Think
the young
I
cats
just
ain't playing that.
and we
They're
said this
not playing
last week. We said this last week. I think these younger people are into more action adventure
Yeah,
from the
it's a
part of a
look. We
not
going back and through the cycle. Remember what game it started with the action adventure? We going right back to the beginning.
well and first person shooter action adventure. I don't think people like Square Enix games. It's so much conversation. It's
Political,
so much
highly
driving.
political. All their
Yeah,
games
that
are
side
highly
But
side
political.
hours.
well, right, and like I said,
It's like a book.
I
It's like
would
starting a new book.
I would be more. I wouldn't care if a game the maximum. I feel like I got my money's worth if a game was less than 40 hours. I don't care if it's good. It could be 10 to 15 hours. I don't care. Just give me a good game. I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to spend 120 hours of my life unless it's multiplayer. I don't want to spend 120 hours of my life trying to beat a game. Like I got to go back into uh, Elder Scrolls, not online, but the other one, 5, because that game is long too, single player long, and I've already invested probably 60 hours in that game.
You talking about
But
ESO?
Really?
Yeah, not Elder Scroll Online.
Uh-uh.
Elder Scroll 5. What is that called?
Skyrim.
Special edition.
Oh
Skyrim. Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I currently got 266 hours into Skyrim
Mm,
5 Special Edition.
did you beat
Let
it?
me check.
Yes, I beat it.
I didn't beat it yet.
Really.
And I
Mm,
think that pause hurt this rebirth. How long it took them from to come out from the remake to this? How many years was that?
Oh yeah.
That
They,
pause hurt them.
they were dangling that in front of us for way too long. I was like, you know what?
Yeah,
But
but like almost 2 years, 2, 3 years, right?
but it still wasn't gonna sell.
I think
Spider
it would
Man
have
didn't
sold
sell like
more.
if you can't sell Spider Man, God of War to the expectations that I think they should sell. Not that I know anything, but Jim Ryan agrees with me. Uh, if you can't give me my 10 million I need, and it's 120 million uh, overall between PlayStation 4 and 5, something wrong.
Definitely. Because I don't even think 16 doing good.
It did okay. Everybody wants to say it did okay, and I'm like, okay, if you want to say it's okay, it's okay. But I don't know where Westerners, and I'm saying it's Westerners, were thinking that Final Fantasy was going to do great just because people over 30 enjoyed Final Fantasy series. The younger kids don't enjoy Final Fantasy. You know why they don't do it?
They want to sit there and get a nice gameplay, something like nice couple games. Sit down and get like Fortnite.
Play with your
For the
Well,
amount of time you
friends.
could get into
you know
Final
what?
Fantasy, you could get
Well,
like
exactly. So
20, 30
Multiplayer.
games of Fortnite up in
exactly.
that
You
bad
know
boy.
what? What is it called? What is
Short
it
attention
called?
span.
That too, but pick up and play.
Yep, you can pick
Pick
up and
up and
leave.
play.
Like, oh,
Pick
I
up
gotta
and
Yeah.
go.
play.
All right,
You,
cool. Next match
yeah,
later.
right. I can go do this, go do that. Then the thing is, it's easily play a Fortnite because I remember one guy used to work at the gym. I mean, work out at the gym while I work out. Came to the gym told me, my son plays Fortnite. Then he was playing it early one morning. We were all at the gym. He was playing it on the phone,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what?
And
I
this
ain't playing
crossplay. Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
So the pick up and play is there, but I'm making the prediction now. I just don't see Rise of the Ronin hitting off like that.
I actually think it'd do better on Xbox.
Me too. I would
Now
download it in a heartbeat.
that goes back to what I'm glad you brought that up. That goes back to my point with Capcom. If you are third party, why are you putting games on one console? You can't survive like that. That's what I don't get. So why didn't they put Rise of Ronin unless Sony paid for the exclusivity? And what I mean by paid for the development, not exclusivity, I'm talking about paid for the development. But and that's
Well,
the thing
Rise
I
of the
said.
Ronin Ninja game.
Well, did they pay for development?
Good question. I don't know.
That's why I'm paying for exclusivity and paying for development is two different things. Paying for development means I'm paying for the whole development, and that be the case. They can because they pay for the whole development cycle and paid the developers and paid Square Enix to develop. And so Square Enix didn't have to put out the money; they just used their talent and they're using their license. But if you just buying it and say I'm making it exclusive, I would have never done that unless I had some contingency plans that say, hey, again, if we don't hit the targets, then you got to cover it. And my target would have been 5 million the first 2 or 3 weeks. Because when your home base, where Final Fantasy was born in Europe, I mean not Europe, in Japan, and it's a Japanese game. People keep saying Final Fantasy is a Western game. Where is it Western?
Just because he's
Uh-uh.
blonde.
Just cause just cause it's industrial
Don't
and stuff. I
the,
don't know where they
the,
get the industriousness of the West.
Because the main characters are not of Asian descent, as it appears. Got Brett. Tifa,
So they
Aaron.
did.
I thought they were
Yeah, Sony
Asian.
did collaborate with Team Ninja,
Okay.
Rise of the Ronin.
Okay,
So
then
that
that's their
explains
game.
this. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just think that game's not going to make the money because if, like I say, Spider-Man, Final Fantasy, all your heavy hitters don't do well. What you think Rise of the Ronin's going to do?
It's gonna do better on PC.
Is it going on PC day and day?
I think it's gonna go on PC.
No, that's not the question I asked. Is it day and date?
He said first day.
No,
Okay,
no,
then guess what?
no.
It's not gonna do that as well as you think. Unless it's day and date like Horizon Forbidden West launch when? Next week or the next 2 weeks on PC? The new one.
Next week, the new one.
Yeah, the new one.
Good question.
It releases soon. And that being said, I don't think it's gonna sell like crazy because the game's already been out for that PlayStation. That's when it should have released when it releases on day and date. That's when you maximize your sales. Anybody have a thought about that? Search.
Yeah, that's what maximizes the sales. I think it should come out at the same time because look at
You
like
already
the
you
interest.
advertising right. You advertising for the game on one platform, so you
Because
may
the
as well
interest
advertise.
of the like you brought up Horizon, where's the interest in that now that it's
There you
been out
go.
this long time? I mean, until it gets some mods or something, I don't think the popularity really gonna pick up. And is it gonna get mods because it took so long to get on PC?
That's a good
I
question.
thought the object was to make money.
The
That's
objective.
what I thought.
That's what you would think, but some people like clout more than money.
Give me the money. Like somebody
Hey,
said,
hey, I think some people are waking up to that fact too.
give me the money. I don't need anything else but the money. I can do all I can say. I can do bad all by myself. Give me the money. But I don't know. I'm just gonna predict it. And I hope I'm wrong, but I just don't see that game selling like that. And I saw somebody out here was saying that it's meh, and these are people who are reviewing the game.
What's man?
Yeah, they said like a PS3 game.
What y'all referencing the Final Fantasies?
No, the Ronin, Rise of the Ronin.
Oh, that's not good.
No, it's not good at all.
They saying why he's swinging around like Spider-Man.
That's what I said. That's
Because they
exactly
trying to
it.
get that Sekiro. They trying to get that Sekiro vibe. That's why.
Get whatever you want. Still ain't gonna sell. Pepe said on Stars was kind of cheap for everybody.
You kind of out. What did you say?
I thought that was.
He said Pepe said I have a theory that there are so many games out there that are accessible for free either on Game Pass or PlayStation Plus. It takes people away from buying games like Final Fantasy. If that's debatable, because you could have said the same thing about Starfield, and Starfield did great, but it does take away with all the games in Game Pass and PlayStation Plus. It does take away where people can say, "I'll wait and buy the game on sale, but I'm not spending that money right now."
Mm-hmm. And some games, like people buy, but so when they drop out of Game Pass or PlayStation Plus, they still had that access. Because so I've done that. A game I've never would have played, and then I end up liking it, and it's like, oh, it's about to get a pass. Let me hurry up and buy it before the sale of it drop, because you get 10% off plus whatever the sale at. So,
like you said, I think that those services introduce you to games that you would never play as well.
so it's a mixed bag. I'm pretty sure there's
Because
people
right,
who
it's
won't do it.
kickback.
I'm glad
Because
I didn't pay for Redfall. Sorry, I just want to say that.
yeah,
Oh yeah,
what's the
that saved me money right there.
I'd have been mad.
because I can think of a host of games that I would not have played without Game Pass. I can think of a multitude of games I wouldn't have played without Game Pass. I don't think
Hands
I would have
down, right?
played what's that game called? I wouldn't have played SpongeBob.
Did you try We Happy Few yet? Because I think y'all would like that.
Yeah, I played that.
Peppa
Yeah.
Pig. It's tea time.
I wouldn't have played. I wouldn't. Right, Peppa Pig. I wouldn't have played A Little to the Left. I wouldn't have played
A
Indivisible.
little to the
Return to
left. What the
Grace.
heck
I
is
like
that?
that. I still gotta go my second play.
Return to Grace. That's what I was. Yeah, that's what the game I was thinking of. I wouldn't have played. Definitely wouldn't have played Return to Grace, and I definitely wouldn't have played A Little to the Left. What is A Little to the Left?
Oh
OG.
yeah, I wanted to try that too. Yep.
It's a
Yeah, what's
puzzle
that?
game. That's a puzzle game where you just
Oh,
got to figure out how everything goes. So I wouldn't. I wouldn't have played that game. I wouldn't have played that game. You couldn't have paid. Well, let me rephrase that.
It wasn't
That's
on
not
your
the truth.
radar.
No, I wouldn't have bought the game.
Okay.
Let me say
Like
that.
somebody could have paid me to
Yeah,
play it. I definitely would have played
I
it.
played
It ain't gonna be out
it.
of my money.
That's a whole lot. I'm about to lie. Let me
Because
stop.
I think when I was younger, let's say in the Xbox 360 days, more Xbox 360 days, not Xbox One day. I mean Xbox original Xbox days, but Xbox 360 days. I remember buying games just because they came out. Oh, Tuesday,
hmm
the game come out. Tuesday, oh, got to get this game. Got it. And I can say that a good percentage, probably the 30% or 40%, I was just buying games and not liking them. As you get older, like we are, over 35, over 40, you get to the point of saying, I ain't gonna waste my money, but and my time is valuable.
I only got so
So
much time to play
yeah,
games.
so that allows me to take, I think, Game Pass, and I have PlayStation Plus too. It allows me to take
Hey,
chances and
that's just hey,
experiment.
that's just like back in the '90s, man. We used to buy all them hip hop albums. As soon as the album come out,
Yes,
buy
Just to have it put on their shelf.
yeah, and then say, why
it.
buy this? I don't like this.
Dang,
But
I would buy albums every week.
there you go. That's true. Tuesday. But
Yep.
I'm gonna mark this down. Please mark it down. Please mark it down. I still don't think Rise of the Ronin is selling. I just don't. But anybody else have any other topics they want to discuss before we wrap this up?
I mean, it's gonna sell some only because I think it's kind of slow right now. It's gonna do some numbers
Oh, it's gonna
and
do.
then
It was in the
fade
top
out.
five. It was in the top five of the PlayStation
Yeah.
Store, so it's doing okay.
And I think a lot of people is curious about Sea of Thieves, casuals. They'll try it.
Now,
I
I'll
think they're
say
gonna
this.
like it too.
I'll say this, and I'll say it again. If Sony really wanted to make money, they would either put, and I'm saying the original, only do it once, the original Spider-Man or the original God of War on Xbox. I guarantee it'll do 5 million each. And it could be 79, 69.99. It'll still sell. Do any of you disagree or agree?
Ghost will sell real well on Xbox.
I'm talking about
Ghost of Tsushima.
no. I'm talking about or what's his face, Spider-Man and God of War.
Yeah, I think those
God
will
of War do
sell.
those.
The
Spider
original
Man, come
God,
on, man.
the
Spider Man will
ori-
do some numbers.
oh, Spider-Man on Xbox.
Never been on Xbox before.
Yeah.
People been fiending for it. If you release that right now
No.
as a trilogy set, boom, gone.
I get it
That's
even
If
though I
out
own
the
it.
box. Out the
that's my
box.
point. That's my point. And I'd get it again because I have it on my PlayStation. But I would get it on the Xbox. And that's the same thing. God of War.
So
I've got them.
would you think the original Halo would do those on the PlayStation?
Oh yeah, most definitely, most definitely. I would go as far as to say if you put the original Halo on the PlayStation 5, it'll do 5 million easy.
Yeah, it would. It would. Yeah, I could see that.
That's called experimenting. And if these businesses don't know money, don't understand money, especially in the dire straits they are to improve their bottom line. Oh yeah, I would have ported their games. Let's just see. And that's what Xbox is doing. Maybe they're just like, but I think Xbox is doing it more of a strategic because of the FTC, because most of the games they're putting on are online games that can make them money. But I'm looking for the FTC to drop the case. That's what I'm gonna. They don't drop the case, they're gonna look stupid. They don't have a pathway to win anyway. But my point is, we'll see.
Yeah, I guess we will. We will see. PC right now.
Got eerily quiet.
Yeah, it did.
Like and subscribe, y'all.
Yeah, like and subscribe. But to say the least, like I said, we at the end of our topics, but I was just trying to hit on a couple of things that I thought, and before we wrap it up. But again, I'm going to say that we will see about Rise of the Ronin and Horizon Forbidden West. So on that note, where can we find all you wonderful people and people that are listening? Like and subscribe.
Everybody don't start right away.
Jazz, we go with ladies first.
You can find me here every Thursday with the crew, Gamers DMZ. Also on Instagram, not as active, but whatever. Twitter, X,
Yeah.
Facebook, starting to get more active on that as well. Got a new YouTube video up of my last art stream, so if y'all want to see it, it's up on YouTube. Go check that out. And of course, I'll be on Twitch. I'm gonna be streaming sometime tomorrow, and that is JA5ZYMOTO, Jazzymoto. Check me out. Yay!
Okay. OG.
All right. You can find me here every Thursday with the crew. OG Double M. You can also find me a little bit on Twitch, not too much no more, not really. You can find me on Facebook and All Things Geeky. That's our group. You know, come posting there, I'll add you as a friend. Say, hey, Double, where you at? And I'll be there.
Is your Twitch name still OG Double M?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna add that to your thing, your sheet.
That's it. That's it for me,
Okay.
Sir Rich.
No. Well, you can find me on Twitch as Sir Rich, as well as on Facebook as Sir Rich Gaming, Twitter, aka X _Sir _Rich, and YouTube as well. Need to get better at posting YouTube. I got a raid I want to post. I finally got my Necrochasm Catalyst, and I actually recorded that whole raid. I have it edited. I just need to post it. So that'll be interesting watching my raid, because that was a fast raid, but it still took hours.
Took some time, huh?
Yeah, them in-game things, man. If you had a wrong group, you can literally be in there for 12 hours trying to fool around with that. Pain
Not
in the
good.
butt. Mm-hmm. Same with ESO. Like, that's why I was trying to get you in the ESO. I'm like, come on, man, they got these cold dungeons. The
Oh, we played
mechanics,
some
the
Thunder. Yeah,
strategy, and all that.
we played some. Remember, it was Jazz.
Yeah, but there's some in-game ones that are more complex than that. Those are the easy ones that we did. There are more harder ones than that. Those are the easy ones.
Oh, okay.
Because
Well,
as you level, you get more and more difficult ones you can go to. They only unlock when you get a certain level or tier score.
Got you.
That's why I like these MMOs, man. You go on an adventure for real, for real. Warcraft got me hooked on them. Playing Warcraft.
Oh, okay.
And that's it. That's where you can find me.
Okay.
While we sidetracking.
All right, you can find me here every Thursday with the crew. We'll try to be on next week. My nephews are going to be in town, so I'll be entertaining them, but should have time next Thursday evening because I should. I'll be
If not, you
gaming
warned
tomorrow.
us. So
Yeah, I'll be gaming tomorrow. I'll be doing something
Spring
tomorrow.
break.
Yeah, that's true. It's their spring break, and I'll be gaming, but they
you're
may
going
be
to the
gaming.
arcade this weekend.
Who?
Me.
Me.
Jazz.
Oh,
People.
Mm.
What day y'all going? What day y'all going?
Saturday.
What time?
About like 2, 3. We get there about like 2 or 3.
Oh, I'm gonna have my nephews with me. I was just asking Double about that place.
Yeah, it hit me up, but we might still be there.
Yeah, I got to see what time. Because I got to take them to the movies. I got to take them here and there, but we'll see. Yeah, I'll let you know. Because I was asking Double about it. If I go later, I may go by and scoop Double up.
Because last time we were there for a decent amount, we were just there by ourselves. But now it's gonna be people with us, so we gonna have people to play games with. So it should be a little longer.
One of my homegirls, she doesn't get off work till I think 5:30. So yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, shoot. Last time we was there pretty late.
Out that long.
She had. But you got a curfew.
Shoot, that's what my homie said. He was like, I gotta go early. You know, I be in a bed by like 7, 8. And I'm watching TV by 8 o'clock. We're getting ready for bed. No shame in the game.
Yep, you're right.
That's why I said 2 or 3, because I was gonna try and get up there by like 4 or 5, but one of the homies was like, I can't do that early, Ken.
Yeah,
so it's the median of everybody.
If you did 4 or 5, I would be down because I know I got to take them to the movies around 11 or 12, and then I got to take them out to eat.
All right, I'll shoot for 3 then.
Well, I'll let you know. Because then I'm gonna have to make Double get out the house too. Because I have to scoop
He
him.
don't like to go nowhere. He don't like to go nowhere.
He like to stay at home
and eat.
He like to I'm about to say he like to get fat and sit home and eat. That's all he do.
There's plenty of food in the area, so you go ahead and get some grub out there.
Get you some shawarma. Oh, don't get me started about the food in the area.
But anyway, we're going on too long about food. But anyway,
sorry.
Yeah. I'll be streaming. I think I'm gonna stream something tomorrow. But that being said, everyone like and subscribe. It's been a slow weekend game, and it's been a good week for people who just want a console war. But I don't do that. I just try to have intelligent conversations with intelligent people. Talk about intelligent gaming. So, that being said, everybody, thank you for showing up tonight. We gotta let Serge do what he does best.
Oh, it's time to holla.
Yeah, holla, holla, holla.
Holla, holla, holla.
Holla.
Let me holla at you. Holla, 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 holla.
Holla, holla, holla,
Holla, everybody. Holla, holla,
holla, holla.
Holla. Say holla, Peppy. Holla, holla.
He's a type. We need a holla. Like,
yeah, we good.